Welcome back to Rekt Radio, the place where we look at a chart that's been flat for years and don't see a flat line, we see a Launchpad. I'm Sunny, and there is so much potential energy building up under the surface of this market, it's about to get explosive.
And I'm Cole. I'm here to remind you that potential energy is what an anvil has right before it falls on your head. Some things are flat not because they're coiling, but because they're dead. Let's try to tell the difference before we get flattened.
Never, Cole. You can't ignore the sleeping giants, and one of the biggest, oldest giants in the entire crypto space is starting to stir. I'm talking about XRP.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. XRP? Sonny, we're going to talk about the one asset that has caused more psychological damage to long-term holders than any other? The coin that's been crabbing sideways since what feels like the Jurassic era. What could you possibly have to say about it that hasn't been said 1,000 times before? It's coming. The standard is coming. Any day now. It's the official waiting room of the crypto world.
It's the bedrock, Cole. It's the asset that has survived everything. Regulatory battles, bear markets, you name it. And while its price action has been, let's call it patient, the fundamentals are getting stronger. The recent sluggishness is just the market shaking out the last of the non-believers before the real move.
The non-believers are the ones who got out with their capital intact. The believers are the ones who have been staring at a flat chart for years, watching every other coin do a 10x, 20x, or even 100x. Its underperformance isn't a feature, Sonny. It's a glaring, flashing neon warning sign that the market has moved on. It's a relic.
A relic that just got a massive vote of confidence and a brand new gateway for millions of users. BitPanda, one of the biggest exchanges in Europe, has just integrated it more deeply into its platform. They're offering it as part of their BitPanda leverage products. They are actively building new financial tools around XRP.
Oh, wonderful. So now European retail investors have a new, efficient way to lose money on XRP. This isn't a vote of confidence. It's a business decision. BitPanda knows there's a die-hard army of holders who will trade it no matter what, so they're just monetizing that hope. Offering leverage on a famously stagnant asset is like putting a rocket engine on a gravestone. The gravestone isn't going anywhere, but you're sure to cause an explosion.
You see an explosion, I see ignition. This gives XRP exposure to a massive new user base and provides sophisticated trading tools. It increases liquidity, it increases engagement, and it puts the asset front and center on a major regulated platform. This is how a sleeping giant wakes up. You don't just flip a switch, you reconnect it to the grid piece by piece. This is a huge piece of the puzzle falling into place. It shows enduring demand and relevance.
It shows that exchanges love fees. That's all it shows. It's not new capital flooding in to buy and hold. It's providing tools for traders to bet on short-term wiggles that barely even happen. It's a dead-end street, Sonny, and they just opened a new toll booth on it. It doesn't change the destination.
The destination is a new all-time high, Cole, and it's not just me saying it. The technicals are pointing to something incredible. Analysts are looking at the chart and seeing a massive bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. That's a classic signal where the price is making lower lows, but the momentum indicators are making higher lows. It's a textbook sign that the sellers are exhausted and a major trend reversal is brewing.
Oh, here we go. The tea leaves and the star charts. A bullish divergence is what hope looks like on a graph. It's not a guarantee of anything. That signal can stay there for months, even years, while the price continues to do absolutely nothing. It's a symptom, not a prophecy. The patient has a faint pulse, but that doesn't mean they're about to get up and run a marathon.
But the analysis goes further. Some are saying that if XRP can break out of this long-term pattern, we could see a move that targets not just the old highs, but goes far beyond them. We're talking about a potential parabolic rally. This isn't just about a 10% pump. It's about a complete repricing of the asset back to where it belongs among the top players in the space. This is the setup that long-term investors dream of, buying at the point of maximum pessimism right when the technicals are screaming a turnaround is imminent.
Maximum pessimism is the rational state for this asset. These predictions of a parabolic rally for XRP are a crypto tradition, like getting hacked or forgetting your seed phrase. They pop up every 6 months, everyone gets excited, the price moves 3 cents, and then it falls back into its coma. Relying on that prediction is like believing the guy on the street corner who tells you the world is ending every single Tuesday. Eventually, he might be right, but he's been wrong for a decade straight. There is no catalyst, Sonny. It's all hope and chart squiggles.
The catalyst is the market itself, and the leader of the market is telling a very interesting story right now. Let's pull up the technicals for the big one, Bitcoin, on TradingView and see what's happening.
Ah, yes. When the argument for your pet rock fails, pivot back to the king. Let's see what the Oracle has for us today. I'm sure it's something you'll interpret as wildly bullish, regardless of what it says.
It's hard not to when the data is this clear. I'm looking at the one-day chart, and the overall summary is a solid buy. But that's not even the best part. When you look at the moving averages, the indicators that track the deep underlying trend of the market, they are flashing a strong buy. That is the market's true conviction, Cole. It's the giant, slow-moving river of capital, and it is flowing powerfully in one direction, up.
You and your lagging indicators. It's like driving a car by only looking in the rearview mirror. Wow, the road behind us was so smooth and straight. Of course, the moving averages are a strong buy. We just came from a massive run-up. Let's look at the instruments that tell us what's happening right now. The oscillators, the tools that measure momentum and sentiment in real time. They're sitting on sell, not neutral. Sell.
That's the buying opportunity. This is the most beautiful setup you could ask for. A strong buy on the long-term trend combined with a sell on the short-term oscillators is the definition of a pullback in a bull market. The market is taking a healthy breather, shaking out the nervous leverage traders, and offering a discount to anyone who believes in the main trend. This isn't a warning sign, it's a dinner bell. It's telling you to buy the dip before the next leg up, which the strong underlying trend all but guarantees.
It's a bull trap, plain and simple. It's a classic divergence that signals the end of a trend. The lagging indicators, your moving averages, have lured in the last of the suckers with the memory of past performance. But the real-time oscillators, the dashboard, are flashing red. The engine has stalled, the buyers are exhausted, and the sellers are taking the wheel. The conviction you see is a ghost. The only thing that strong buy signal guarantees is that the fall will hurt more because it's from a greater height. This is a signal to get out, not to get in.
That's all for this episode of Rekt Radio. I see a market that's healthy, consolidating, and offering incredible opportunities in giants that are just beginning to wake up. Don't let the short-term noise distract you from the long-term symphony. Stay bullish.
I see a market on its last legs with momentum fading and hope turning into delusion. Be careful out there. The rearview mirror can't show you the cliff that's right in front of you. You've been listening to Rekt Radio.